Hello again. As you saw previously, I have a Ceph cluster with 3 hosts, and each one has a HDD and SSDs using for OSDs. Uh, Here is my cluster. I have 3 hosts here, and these hosts have 3 SSD and 3 HDDs, and here is my cluster. This is my OSD trees. I have 3 hosts. Each one has HDDs, an HDD and a SSD. And on this video, I'm going to create 2 separate pools, one for SSDs, another for HDDs, and a volume. Sorry, this is volume. A volume for HDDs and another volume for SSDs. Then I'm going to mount this volume on Linux host and test a simple benchmark on this volume. Let's go and do it. Okay, as you know, all commands are available through my GitHub repository, and I will use this OpenStack repository. Okay, let's see what classes do we have on the crush classes. It is HDD and SSDs. Let's see what rules do we have. We have an only replicated rules. We can create crush rules using create replicated, the rules name and crush hierarchy, then hosts, and use the host classes. I will use HDD for HDDs and SSD for my SSDs. And if I list rules, you can see HDD rules and SSD rule has been created. And if I dump it, you can see I previously had only the replicated rule, and now I have HDD rules and SSD rule. Okay, let's continue and create pools using this rule. Here I will use this command to create the pool, OSD pool ls. I don't have any pool, and I have an only default pools, and I will leave PGP and PGPs empty. It will create it will create PGP and PGP, PG and PGP using auto scaling mode and automatically. Here you go. HDD pools had been created, and it's time to create the SSD. If I list pools, you can see my pools have been created, and we can look at the details. This pool had been created, but it is not a Radus block device. I will initialize and create application on these pools. Here I will initialize my pools, and if I initialize the HDD pool, so it is the RDB application, but I haven't initialized the SSD pools, and I'm going to initialize it. But before continuing, you can see PG and PGP number had been created using auto scaling mode on. PG and PGP is 1 and maximum is 32. Let's initialize before initializing. You can see my HDD pools had has read display device metadata, but the SSD pools has not been yet initialized. I will initialize my SSD pools, and I will tell my Ceph cluster I will use this pool. I will register the pools on my Ceph cluster. Before continuing, let's look at the pools here. Okay, till now we have created the pools for SSD and HDDs. It's time to create the volume. Before creating volume, let's look at my pools. You can see the volume has been created, and HDD volume has been created. Okay, that's it. Till now I've created the pools and volumes on my storage. It's required to have a client on Ceph storage to this volume. To create volume, I will use this command to create client for HDD and SSD pools, and that's it. I will share this commands on the YouTube video description, and you can have access on the video description below the video. Okay, that's it. As you know from the previous video, it's only required to copy the key and use this key on the clients. So the vim etc ceph, and I need to change only this information. That's it. I will use the client one for HDD pools and SSD for here you that's it. You know, I will use client 2 for SDD pools and client 1 for HDD pools. Okay, that's it. And after, you have to cat etc ceph the ceph config file here. Here you are. This is my ceph config, and I have also this on my client too. That's it. It's time to map this volume to the clients. To map this volume, I will use this file. On my previous video, you saw how to install Ceph client and Ceph command on Linux hosts, and it's only required to test if I have access to the volume. Let's check if RDB is loud. It is not. RBD is not louded. Yes, it has been loud. Okay, and I have access to the pools. On both hosts. This one is HDD pools, and this one is the SSD. Let's map it. I've moved all required command to this file, and you have access all command on this file, the file 5 pool SSD and HDD. Until now, we have mounted the block device storage on my Linux host. As you can see here, this is completed till now, and it's time to mount and create file system on these block devices. Okay, here you can see we have RDB, also in this host, and it's time to mount it. Okay, and it's time to do a simple benchmark on this host. Okay, we can see our write has been completed, and we have exact performance on both HDD and SSD. You know, here the right one is my SSD and this one is the HDD, and performance is exactly the same. Let's change the test and create another. Oh, we can see it's different for 10 megabyte block device with count 100. It is not so much different, but a little different for HDD and SSD. That's it. Thank you. And if we let's look at the let's look at on my monitoring. Okay, this is my monitoring for HDD and SSD. Last 5 minutes. Not so much difference. They are same. That's it. Thank you for watching it. My video. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's it. Thank you.